Alright guys, this was a huge week. We have an 80-page giant Superman Leviathan book. We have Batman, The Last Night on Earth kicking off. Heroes in Crisis wrapping. The Hunted series wraps. And so much more to talk about in this week's comic book reviews. Stay tuned. What's up, comic book fans? My name is Bruce Moreau and welcome back to the channel. And you might notice I am wearing the same t-shirt that I was in the last video, because that's right, it's been 10 minutes since I finished recording that. I'm already diving into this week's books, which was May 29th, 2019. We have 9 books to go through, 2 which are thick 80-page books, and then yeah, the rest of the book. This was an awesome week for comic books. Man, there was a lot of books, and I even skipped like 3 or 4 books just because multiple of my books were over $3.99, which is just crazy. And one was $9.99. Crazy. But let's dive right in. Let's not waste any time because I don't want this video to be super long. So first up, we have Batman, Last Night on Earth, number 1. Heroes in Crisis, number 9. Superman, Leviathan Rising, number 1. The Wildstorm, 23. Ascender, number 2. The Amazing Spider-Man, 22. Daredevil, number 6. Thor, 13. And X-23, number 12. First up, we have Batman, Last Night on Earth, number 1. This is written by Scott Snyder and art by Greg Capullo. This has been talked about for a while now. This is the last book that Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo will be teaming together that will be about Batman. I don't think that's the last time they'll ever team up together, but this is the last Batman story that they're telling as a team. And oh man, was this book epic. I don't want to go too much into the details of the book because this book just came out. I want you guys to go down to the store and pick it up. One thing that was a little, like I said, it was a thick book. I believe it's an 80-page book, so it's pretty much the equivalent of 3.5 books in one. And there's going to be 3 issues in total. And yeah, man, this book did not disappoint. Scott Snyder, man, I love everything you put out, and this was so good. I love everything you do about Batman, and Greg Capullo's art is absolutely amazing. Yeah, and this was just twisted. It was so good. This is set kind of in a post-apocalyptic world where the world has fallen, and Batman is there, and he's going to try to put the pieces back together and try to save the world. And that's kind of the synopsis I'm going to leave with you guys with, but there were so many good parts. Wonder Woman with a mohawk, the Joker's head in a jar, and alive and talking and being the Joker. And man, this book, if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. It was so good. Please go pick this book up. Is it a good jumping point? Yes. And look at that cover by Jock. Sorry, this is crazy reflection. It is just gorgeous. This is the variant by Jock. It is gorgeous. There was a fat price tag on this, is $5.99, but definitely worth the price, especially since it's like 3 issues in one. All right, next up we have Heroes in Crisis number 9. This is written by Tom King and art by Clay Mann. This is wrapping up the Heroes in Crisis story, and I think I was right in saying that this is going to be a fantastic book in trade. It was a little difficult to read in single issue, but this issue was Clay Mann's artwork is hands down gorgeous. His pencil work is just amazing. The emotion and just, I don't know, the detail he puts into every frame and every panel is gorgeous, and his panel layouts are amazing. Definitely rivals Jorge Jimenez, even though I love Jorge Jimenez panel work. But yeah, this story was really good. It's wrapping up the story. He did a beautiful job. Tom King did a beautiful job of just, yeah, tying up all the ends and just giving it meaning and emotion. And yeah, reading this book in trade is absolutely going to be fantastic. I highly suggest that you guys do pick it up in trade. It would be a lot to pick up all 9 issues. In single issue, I'm sure some of them are going to be overpriced at this point. But yeah, check out this cover. It's just awesome. And I love that it deals with the Flash. Because Wally West, since he's come back from the Speed Force, he's had this complicated story, and he's kind of you know, you get more of that, and there is a lot of complicated feelings and dealing from Barry Allen's Flashpoint, and yeah, it's such a good book. I really, really enjoyed it, and I definitely highly suggest you guys to go pick that up and trade. All right, so next up we have Superman Leviathan Rising #1. So first up, I want to say this is an 80-page book. Maybe Batman Last Night on Earth isn't 80, but this definitely is 80. I know it's 80. So this is kicking off the whole Leviathan event that's been building in this main Superman book. And my one criticism right off the bat was this is $9.99. $9.99, that's crazy. You are getting 4 stories in this book. The main Superman story, a story with Jimmy Olsen, a story with Supergirl, and then it wraps back up at the end with Superman. It was good. I really, really did enjoy it. Definitely the first story with Superman, which is definitely Brian Michael Bendis. Oh yeah, this is written by, sorry, let me go back to that. This is written by Brian Michael Bendis, Greg Rucka, Matt Fraction, and Mark and Dyko, and art by Yannick Picchetti, Mike Perkins, Steve Leiber, Eduardo Pancia, and Julio Ferreira. The stories by all 4 people were excellent. I really enjoyed all of them, especially like I said, the Brian Michael Bendis story with Superman at the very beginning of the book definitely has me engaged. I'm definitely into Leviathan, especially the villains in this. This is going to be really, really fun. I'm really enjoying these new villains because, yeah, I don't know. I don't ruin anything. You guys should definitely pick this book up. It's really, really good. I really enjoyed the Jimmy Olsen story. Has to deal with the cat, and I didn't pick up who the cat was, which is a little bit of a hint until towards the end of the book when we see Jimmy Olsen and the cat again, and then I was like, oh, that's what it is. So yeah, there's a twist in there. The story with Supergirl was okay. I'm not reading Supergirl, so I have no idea what's going on there. But it's cool because she's definitely going to be part of this, and yeah, definitely a good read. Art throughout the whole entire book was great, but $9.99 DC, come on, can't you give us a break? And you released 3 books that were super big and expensive, and like, what is the guy gonna do? He can't pick up everything. But definitely, if you want to jump into a big story arc that's gonna be fun, it's Brian Michael Bendis. Definitely check this out because this is really fun. All right, next up we have Wildstorm 23. This is written by Warren Ellis and art by Jonathan David Hunt and Steve Buccellato. Again, I'm sorry, I'm so bad at pronouncing last names. But this, I gotta say, is probably the weakest book so far of all 23 issues. It was really good. There was a really good scene with Jack Hawksmoor that I loved, and I've been waiting for him to have his moment in this book, and it was really, really good. I think this is more of just kind of like a setup book. It's a setup for the finale, so it's getting the characters into all the positions that need to be in for it to be this wild, action-packed finale. So I liked it, didn't love it, but again, this book is still amazing, and I'm absolutely in love with this book, and I'm definitely probably, even though I own all 23 issues, or I will own all 24, I'll probably pick this up and trade as well, because I just read it in one sitting is going to be so enjoyable. So yeah, definitely pick this book up. Wait for a trade at this point. This is not a good jumping in point, but you guys will love this book. Will love it, I promise. All right, next up we have Ascender #2. This is written by Jeff Lemire and art by Dustin Nigel. Beautiful book. Dustin's art is absolutely amazing. The story is really good. Again, it's dealing with magic, trying to destroy technology. It's off either way into the future or it's just in another timeline galaxy altogether. But it's really fun. The only thing about this book that I thought about was weird, it was really fast. Like, I felt like I was done with the book before I even started. Maybe because the book was so good, but it just seemed to move. I just ate right through it. But yeah, I mean, just check out. There it is. Yeah, so good. Is it a good jumping in point? Yes, it's only into the second issue. Definitely go out and pick up both issues because this is really fun. All right, first Marvel book of the week. We have Daredevil number 6. This is written by Chip Zdarsky and art by Lalit Kumar Shamar. Again, probably totally butchered your name. I apologize. So, from the deepest of my heart, I apologize. But, so this is picking up after the last arc, where Daredevil hung up his hat. Sorry, spoiler if you haven't read that yet. And first off, I just want to say, new art, didn't love it. Sorry, Mr. or Mrs. Shamar, I just don't love your style. Especially for Daredevil coming off the last artist. That artist was so beautiful, and he was perfect for Daredevil. I might like your style after a little while, but coming off that, it was definitely jarring when I first opened the book, because it was the same cover artist as last time. So I was like, oh, let me grab it. Here we go. And opening the book, I was like, what is going on? But by the end of the issue, I was definitely in to see where the story is going to go, because supposedly there's supposed to be a new Daredevil putting on the tights, and they kind of teased who it was at the end of this book, and that would definitely be really cool to see. Yeah, someone completely new put on the costume. So we'll see. Would I suggest picking this book up? If you read the last one and you're interested in jumping in, probably, because like I said, at the end of this book, I was definitely into seeing where this is going to go. Again, I did not love the art in this book. That was definitely a low point in this for this run so far. But maybe by the end of this story arc, I'll be into it. We'll see. But yeah, definitely pick this book up. It is a good jumping in point. Yeah, because it's a new story arc. So pick it up, people. All right, next up, we have The Amazing Spider-Man 22. This is written by Nick Spencer and art by Humberto Ramos. This is wrapping up the Hunted saga. It was good. I was hoping for more, honestly. But I don't think this is officially wrapping up, because there's definitely a tease for the cover of the next issue, and it seemed like the story is going to kind of trickle over into the next story arc, so we'll see. But it had a neat twist at the end. It was good, but it was kind of more of the same story elements where we've seen Spider-Man, where, you know, they push him to a breaking point, seeing if he was going to cross that line. Does he cross that line? Of course he doesn't. He's Spider-Man. And I don't know. It was interesting. It was a good run. It was definitely a good story arc. I would definitely, all along, I've said that you guys should pick this book up, and I'm still saying that, and it was a good ending. It just, I don't know. I was kind of hoping for more. And Humberto Ramos' art is so good. It fits Spider-Man so well. And yeah, it was super enjoyable. Again, I just wanted something. There was something missing that I wanted. Is it a jumping in point? No, this is definitely a point that you guys should jump in and trade. There's the cover. So yeah, wait for trade. Well, you kind of have to, because it's the end of the story arc and the next one's starting. But yeah, decent book. 2 left, people. 2 left. Let's go. Next up, we have Thor 13. This is written by Jason Aaron and art by Mike Del Mundo. This is my pick of the week. I mean, it's definitely a toss-up between Batman, Last Night on Earth, because that book was so good, but it was so big. But this, I Instagrammed about this book because I finished reading it after my lunch at work. Amazing. Jason Aaron, I've said all along, I said it in my last review when I reviewed Avengers, and I'm going to say it here in this review. Amazing work. Amazing work. You and Scott Snyder, man, are crushing it. And this issue deals with Kull, the god of fear, and it's a redemption arc for him, because all along, since he was introduced in Jason Aaron's run, he has been a dick. And even at the beginning of this story, he's a dick. And by the end of it, there's redemption. It's amazing. There's this twist at the very last page that I didn't see coming, and I was like, wait, what? Oh, it gave me goosebumps. It was such a good read. And the art by Mike Del Mundo is so gorgeous, and it fits the Asgardians so well, and it just gives us this fantastical feel to it. Oh, it's so good. Highly suggest you guys to go pick up this book. At this point, it's probably best to wait for trade because we're on issue 13. But pick up Jason Aaron's Thor. Go all the way back to the beginning. Pick them all up. Get caught up because this is a work of art. Jason, I thank you so much for writing this book. All right, last up. Oh yeah, it's not a good jumping point. Wait for trade. All right, last book of the week. We have X-23 number 12. This is written by Marco Tamake and art by Diego. And I'm not even going to try pronouncing this last one. It is beyond my capabilities. It's on screen. I think he's been on this book for a while, and I've really enjoyed his artwork on this book as a whole. The one thing I can say about this book, I definitely felt like I either missed issue 11 or it's been so long since issue 11, I didn't exactly remember where things had left off. But I remembered pretty quickly, and X-23 has been an excellent book for the last 2 arcs, and this is a super solid arc. It's funny. It's dealing with Laura being cloned and trying to track down who's cloning her, why they're cloning her, trying to shut them down, and Honey Badger's there along the way, and she's kind of taking up her cause and helping her, and it's really fun. It's funny. I've fallen in love with Honey Badger and Laura Kinney, kind of like mentoring her and caring for her as a sister and starting this whole Wolverine family. It's a really good book. Would I suggest you guys pick this up? If you're into X-Men and you're into X-23 at all, I would definitely suggest picking this book up. Definitely wait for trade, because like I said, this is the last issue, so the trade should be out relatively soon. But yeah, it was a fun book. All right. That is it for this week. I did it, people. 2 episodes in one night. But before we wrap this video, I do have a little treat for you guys. So it was Memorial Day weekend last weekend. I went up to my mom's and I dug through a lot of my old books, and mainly I was digging for this. I brought home all of my original Manhunter books, which is Kate Spencer. In the last news episode I put out, they revealed that Manhunter is coming back in Leviathan, and I was super pumped, and I wanted to read these again, so I brought them out. I'm probably going to do a review. I have 41 issues on me. I'm hopefully going to read them all in the next, 2 weeks or so, and I'll put out a review on those books, because my remembrance is that those books were so good, or my memory. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Please let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below of this issue. What are you guys reading? Please let me know. Just like in the last issue, I asked you guys what you guys are reading. Please let me know. Did you guys pick up any of these books? What did you guys think of Superman Leviathan Rising? What did you think of Batman Last Night on Earth? Oh my god. So good. Alright, that's going to be it from me, guys. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Alright, guys. Peace.